Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in Conversations with Rip. Today we have a special guest, Black Jesus. How you doing, sir?
What's up, Rip? What's happening, one?
Ain't nothing, man. I'm glad you was able to pull up to the platform, man. It's an honor to have you here.
Hey, thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me. Thank you, man. Like I told you, man, it's a whole lot of other shit, whole lot of other people you could have been talking to, but you chose to talk to me. Thanks, pimp.
Nah, real shit. Listen, man. Of course, he goes by Black Jesus to some, right? Lamar Davis, if you're familiar with the GTA5, right? The voiceover. But Slink Johnson. That's the real MO. But like I said, for me, my introduction to you was actually the Boondocks. Like you had a distinctable voice with your character Lando, and it just stuck out. To me, your story is very intriguing. I'm not even gonna lie to you, just how you were able to get into these spaces. So I guess the first question is, when did you start getting into the space of comedy? Start having the mindset, viewing it for yourself.
I've always been the class clown, the gregarious type. I've always been that dude. But as far as just actually doing comedy, that didn't come until well into my adult life, to I'm gonna be a stand-up comic. That probably was like 2011, 2010. Prior to that, I was doing other stuff. I was in the business. I was rapping and signed to Too Short as an artist. I was doing sketches and stuff with a lot of my friends, but never gave stand-up comedy to try until like 2010, 2011. But that's stand-up. And as far as this funny shit, I've been doing sketches since like 90, 91, 92. Sketch comedy and things of that nature, but it wasn't anything that I aspired to do. It was just something that I could do, and I was hanging with some people that was doing it.
And this is like, the pre-viral era, right? No internet, what I'm saying? Like, it's funny how, certain things resonate with you years later down the line. When was it, for yourself, when you had that big moment when you knew like, all right, this is my thing. Like, I can really do this, full time.
Oh, the big moment. Shit, probably Black Jesus.
Okay.
I mean, I say that to say I was doing stuff prior to that, but nothing to that magnitude. You know what I'm saying? I think I probably was numb to the feeling of seeing myself after a certain point. But it's levels to everything, man. And once motherfucker hit TV, I felt like that really changed my life forever.
No, that's real.
I
mean, did you have any, training? Did you go to school for acting or any of that? Was all of that just strictly improv?
I went to school for acting ass. Yeah, what I'm saying? A lot of that was improv, man.
I mean, that's what's so intriguing to me about, your story is just, you really captured that character very well. And, let's be honest, the rollout had to be tough. That's a tough job to fill, man, being Black Jesus. Everyone views Black Jesus in their own light. How was it, when you got selected for that role, man? How did that feel?
It was a blessing, man. It was a godsend. Definitely a godsend. To be able to be gifted the opportunity to portray one of the most iconic figures, if not the most iconic figure in history on a grand scale like television, is definitely a blessing. And not to mention to be offered that opportunity to do it and to be free to give your interpretation, you know what I mean? Or to put so much of you inside of that character. That was a blessing. And I truly, firmly and wholeheartedly believe that was a gift from God.
Listen, man, when I tell you, when I first seen it, the trailer, I was taken back because it was something that I had never seen before. And now, we getting the show with, a star-studded cast. Like, let's be real, that was a lot of experience that you was up there with. And for you to be able to hold your own every episode amongst talented, comedians, actors, what I'm saying, around you, like talk about that whole process. Cause I know there had to be some form of pressure to make sure you brought your A game. You know what I mean? You working with Corey Holcomb, Dominique, you know what I'm saying? A lot of talented people on the set.
You know what, Rip? I think a gift and a curse for me is a gift and a curse is I never tripped on it too much. I mean, I definitely was tripping. I was awestruck by the opportunity and humbled by it all. But I never tripped in regards to, I got to study this hard. And you know what I mean? It's just like I operate when I have fun, bro. Like, when we met at the BCF, Baltimore Comedy Factory, you seen me chilling, man. I felt like I was in my element. I was having fun, man. As long as I'm having fun, man, shit go smooth. And I was so blessed to work with some people that so professional, so seasoned, and so down to earth. It was like a excellent gumbo of talent right there, man, and very conducive to my way of working. So that was outstanding for me, man.
Nah, man. Salute to comedian Alabama for setting that up, man. Real talk, real humble guy. You know what I mean? Real talented brother.
That's
like, listen, y'all get an opportunity to see that man, go ahead and get them tickets and go support,
Man, y'all better get y'all ass out there to that Baltimore. You got to say that Baltimore Comedy Factory. Get out there to that Baltimore Comedy Factory. Go fuck with my man Alabama, man. He doing his shit. If you haven't gotten out there, go on out there, man. Stop by the Lexington Market, get you a nice little outfit or something. Then go to the fucking BCF, baby.
Come on, man. That's the only place to be. But, like I said, man, I have so many classic moments, from that show. Like, I know y'all had to have fun off the camera. I know it was tons of fun because some of these scenes, man, like, Shalinka, when she fought everybody, like she actually
yeah, that bitch like, strong.
That's what I'm saying. Like, talk about some of these episodes or the episode where Pops, you know what I mean? He messed up, you know what I mean? The crib. Like, who comes up with this material, man? How did y'all put this stuff together? Because it was genius. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all.
Man, we had an excellent writing team, man, and great minds. Aaron Mcgruder put together a dream team of talent in the writers' room, and and we as the cast were also granted so much creative leeway in regards to that. So I don't want to go to who said what or who made what and stuff like that. It's just crazy, man. Think of something. It could be, we'll have a cold ass script, excellent script, and then something happen on the fly and like, yo, we gotta do that. And if it called for a camera switch or change, man, they were so quick doing that, they'll hook it up real. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we got to get this. Corey might think of some crazy shit. John, may God bless his soul. Charlie, may God bless his soul. They might have thought of some crazy shit, anything, you know what I mean? And it just went down like that, dog.
Yeah. Listen, man. I mean, episode after episode, it was just moments that stuck out the most. I mean, you just talked about working with, John Witherspoon, rest in peace, Charlie Murphy. How did that feel? You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you're a part of that last works before,
humbling
to the,
humbling, 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 man. I'm blessed, you know what I mean, to be part of those dudes' book of life, for our books of life to intertwine. I'm blessed and humbled by it all, man. It was amazing. It was like, bro, I was awestruck every day, like the same way you feel about Pops and Charlie Murphy. I feel the same way. I'm sitting around with these cats, and it never got boring. It never got regular. We might not be doing shit, sitting around just eating lunch or just, on set in between shots. And it always felt extraordinary. Like, look, Charlie Murphy, dog. John Witherspoon. Come on, man.
Nah, man, that chemistry, on camera, it stuck out all the time, man. That banter back and forth, like I said, those are rare moments. The cast was well put together. The lovely Angela Gibbs. I mean, that's why I said, man, to see you really excel and be comfortable at what you did in that character, I have to ask you though, who co-signed on the wig, man?
Shit, I mean, it wasn't a cosign, I guess, Aaron Mcgruder, that was a character he saw. And okay. I guess I'll say I co-signed because, I got to pick the, I like that one. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, and I think, a lot of people question the wig and, a lot of people, a lot of Black people, were kind of questioning the wig and why Jesus got to have a wig, straight hair or whatever, this, that, and third. Mm-hmm. And, that's part of the absurdity of it all, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? That's satire. That's satire. That's satire. Again, it's part of the absurdity of all. Jesus was definitely Black. Facts. Definitely Black.
Facts.
And he got Black man hair. And, I'll just say with that, anybody who knows a Black man who got Black man hair, at some point you wanted to get that shit flat ironed and feathered out. You wanted to pimp your shit out. And Jesus is no exception. So he gonna rock his shit fried, dyed, and laid to the side, but they'll make him no less Black. You know what I'm talking about? He was enjoying this shit. People be talking shit about the shit that we do to our hair to try to emulate other people or races or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I say I don't agree all the time, man. I think that's the beauty of the versatility of our hair. Only our hair can do all that kind of shit. With the aid of some heat and a little chemical, but only our hair can do that. You know what I'm saying? It can take so many shapes and forms. You feel me?
Nah, real shit. Like I said, to me, it didn't bother me much. It just added to the character because the beautiful thing about it was no matter, what your purpose was in regards to watching the show, there was substance in each episode. And that's what I loved about it. It humanized it. It put Black Jesus in the real world. And even when, he was being treated by his peers, to some, those were, funny moments, but it was really like, telling in the real world, what if Jesus actually walked amongst the people today? How would he, be treated amongst his people? Like, talk about just, I guess, mirroring, something so heavy in regards to an image, man, because I know it had to be some form of backlash in the beginning. I know it had to be.
I mean, I read articles about people who are upset about it, but ain't nobody knock on my door, so I ain't never gave a fuck. Shit. Hey, everybody I came across or encountered that mentioned or wanted to talk about the show always came with support, and I appreciate that.
Nah, that's real. Like I said, man, you're on a small list, and that's what makes this whole story, powerful in your journey because, as you go up the ladder, we got to talk about GTA. That's a cult following in itself right there. You know what I mean? I don't know if, both fan bases ever, merge in each lane. Do you ever find yourself finding GTA fans with the Black Jesus fans?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Man, I'm so extremely blessed, man, for the opportunities I've had, man, because, I've been able to, man, my fan base and people who support me, again, 8 to 80, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that is imparted to that video game. Grand Theft Auto is an icon, damn near cornerstone of pop culture at this point. And, it's been around for shit, almost 10 years now. So that's 10 years of gameplay. Just imagine guys that got that game 10 years ago, they were 12, now they're 21. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now, 21, 22 years old or whatever. And, or the kids is getting it today. That's just 12. Not that I advocate minors playing that game without supervision or a proper conversation about what happens in the game.
Right.
But I say let's be real, they come at 12, 10, 11 years old, and they start rocking with me from an early age. You know what I'm saying? As long as I stay solid, you know what I mean, and continue to do what I love, and they find that relevant to their life, man. There's gonna be some of these guys gonna rock with me for a long time, and that's love, man. And I appreciate that shit, dog. That's love like a motherfucker,
Man. When I told my youngest brother, I said, "Listen, man, I'm interviewing Slink Johnson." He like, "Who that?" So I'm like, "Black Jesus." He like, "Who?" I'm like, "Yo, Lamar Davis from GT." Oh shit, for real? I was like, "Yo, this shit crazy." Like, you know what I'm saying? You have one of those distinctive voices. It just seems like whatever role that's presented, whatever opportunity, man, you own it and you make it yours, and that's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? Talk about just the whole experience of just, creating those scenes. I just seen about a year or so ago, you and Franklin hooked up to do a real life reenactment. Talk about that whole process, man.
Man, my boy Dark Gemini Photography put that together, man. Franklin and I, our schedules coincided and it happened. We kind of been discussing doing some live content for quite a while, but thanks to Dark Gemini, he kind of put a battery in our back and kind of structured it all and made it right. And Dark Gemini did that because, I kind of thought about, I wanted to reenact it live or whatever, but I wouldn't have shot it. He had the idea and the mindset to shoot it exactly how it was shot in game. And that was super dope. And, Dark Gemini, man, he put that shit together.
Nah, man, salute to the homie, because at a moment it was like in 4K. It was hard to really tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so crisp how they shot it and did it. Even the several takes, the angles, how they did it, man. I'm from that era playing, GTA games. So to see it come to this point, and now now it's done created the online universe. Talk about that. I seen you're part of the contract series, you know what I mean, doing things for the online. That just furthers the legacy, right?
Absolutely, man. It's just so dope, man. Shout out to Rockstar for having me back. It was, the opportunity is always amazing. I'm just so appreciative of all the love and support that people, show me, show my characters, show my work, man. This shit is dope as fuck. It's dope as fuck, dog.
And you in a unique space, right? It's not a crowded room. You know what I mean? It's just like a cult following in itself, and it's beautiful. You don't have to compete with nobody. You know what I mean? And how does that come about? How does Rockstar reach out, you know what I mean, to people on the streets and have them be a part of that series, man? Can you even speak about that?
My involvement came from DJ Pooh. You know what I'm saying? I met DJ Pooh formally through Aaron Mcgruder. I'd known of DJ Pooh and always been aware of DJ Pooh from afar, being a Los Angeles resident. You know what I'm saying? Everyone who don't know DJ Pooh.
Right, real shit.
Aaron Mcgruder made the formal introduction. And, this was around the same time when we were working on Black Jesus, about to get that cracking. Well, the sketches way before the TV show, but that being said, I met DJ Pooh around the same time, and Rockstar was beginning to work on Grand Theft Auto 5, or at least beginning to work on the casting process. And Pooh gave me a call and asked me to come down and read for the part, and the rest is history.
Okay, now just out of curiosity, do y'all get any of those sales? The game sold, or because that's a nice bag. You know what I'm saying?
No.
All right. All right, free promo, huh?
I mean,
Okay.
They do what they do.
All right, okay. It's funny because, like I said, as you continue to move up the ladder, I'm in the movie theaters, right? I'm watching Space Jam, A New Legacy, and who do I see? My man Slink. Talk about being in another, big moment for your career, man. Talk about that experience, brother.
Hey man, that was an amazing thing, man. And that was big shout out to my main man, Malcolm Lee. Man, Malcolm Lee, the extraordinary director, producer, writer extraordinaire, just all around great talent, all around great guy. he directed Space Jam New Legacy, and you know, he had something for me, man. You see, and I appreciate that. That, you know, I wasn't peppered throughout the film, but I had my one scene, and you know, I did my shit, and I appreciate Malcolm Lee for that. He, you know, he had something for me, and that was a dope ass opportunity, and I'm glad people could catch it, dog. That was dope.
On,
you
man.
know, a lot of people would have
smiling.
thought I was gonna be a Monstar or a ball player. But, you know, it was cool. It was cool. It was cool.
Nah, real shit. I mean, did you actually get to be around LeBron and, you know, Don Cheadle and the cast of that nature? How were they shooting this film?
No, I wasn't around nobody. I went one day. If you notice, you pay attention to the movie and see my scene, that's the only place you see me at. Well, nobody else. Only people I met was the people you saw in that scene and the people working behind the scenes.
Right.
I didn't get a chance to meet LeBron, man, or Don Cheadle. I wish I would have, but one day I will.
Okay. No, you already know, man. Soon enough. I had to ask because, you know, that's another, you know, controversial sequel. We talking about, you know, Michael Jordan classic film from the 90s, Looney Tunes. So just to even be a part of that, you know what I mean? The next generation, you know what I mean? A reintroduction to these kids. I liked the movie. I really did. And when I seen you in there, I just smiled because I said, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Moving up the ranks. You know what I mean? It's like I said, it's always good seeing you, man. Like unexpected.
It's a blessing, man. I appreciate it. I just think that people fuck with me, man, especially in this climate we in, this cancel culture. You know, you say anything to hurt a motherfucking feelings. I'm just glad that, you know, the people that rock with me do, and they, you know, I think the people that rock with me and they understand me. You know what I mean? So that's dope, man. Just to be thought of and you know, relevant, man, is that shit love, nigga.
It lasts a lifetime, man. And like I said, you know, it's an honor just having you on, you know what I'm saying? Because you get inspired, you know what I mean? And seeing other people, you know what I mean, elevate and evolve, you know what I'm saying, on their journey. So when I see that and I'm able to have this one-on-one, you know, these conversations are to inspire others to continue on their journey and path because you never know. You know what I'm saying?
You better, man. I can't look here. I can't even go into saying how many cliffhangers I done had so far in my life, man. How many times I felt like it was, look, man, you better keep on going. Anybody watching this, that's all I'm going to tell you, man. Keep on going. As long as you got air in your lungs, keep on going. Animals lose limbs. Their heart keep beating, they're going to keep on going. People, I mean, shit worse. Keep going, man. That bitch gone. Check this out, my nigga. You're going to be all right. You know what I'm talking about? Concentrate on you, King. Look, that dude don't want to take care of his kids. He don't want to, hey, look, baby, you're going to be all right. Concentrate on you. You know what I'm talking about? The job, you can't find no job, keep looking for one. What else you going to do, nigga? Keep looking for one. You know what I'm talking about? Keep going, man. That's all I can say. Just keep going. Don't stop. Keep going.
Nah, real shit. For real. Man, when you said that about the girl feeding the kids or whatever, you had me think about this McDonald's clip that's going viral right now. Did you see it, man?
Yeah, I saw it.
Man, what was your thoughts on, you know, this whole debate now on social media? Was the father wrong for not, you know, buying her other kids some McDonald's, man?
I found out this morning that the girl, that was actually a sketch. The girl is a big TikToker. So I saw that on my social media. I'm not quite sure how real it is. But speaking towards the scenario, not necessarily the video in particular, but the scenario itself. Who's wrong? Well, I'm gonna tell you who's victim. All the kids, they victims. Even the ones eating some food, he a victim. All of them victims. Now, as a man, I don't want to sound, I'm going to sound biased because I'm an advocate for the man, but I'm going to say she was wrong. And I'm going to say that, but at the same time, I'm going to say all that has to do with relationships. That's the relationship that they have with each other. You know what I'm saying? How you going to oust that man for only feeding his child? What if he only got enough money to feed his child? Huh? And what kind of relationship you got with the other kids' daddies? Especially, I'm the daddy of the youngest babies, and you got. So what's them niggas long been gone? And y'all ain't established no good ass rapport, no rapport good enough where their kids won't go without. What's going on? Now, true enough, are they all little babies? That's the other thing. Them niggas 10, 11, 12, 13, you better fix your bologna sandwich, nigga. But is they like 6 and under, 5, 6, 7? You know what I'm saying? That's different, man. Yeah, I don't know. But ultimately, it all goes back to relationships. What type of relationship they have with each other. And that's just what it was with each other. Because if they was cool, I think any real man would have brought all the kids food. If it's cool, whether you with me or not. If we cool, we cordial, and we working on a good accord for the greater good of my child and therefore our children, then hey, man, you know, the relationship might be over, but these kids still need to eat. So I'm gonna drop them all off something because I probably do know Lil Ron, Quisha, and Lil JoJo. You know what I'm saying? So I probably, you know, so I'm gonna fuck with them. But have you been giving me hell? Have you been treating me like the girl on the video been treating me? Have you been treating me like the girl on the video been treating that dude? Hell no, bitch, you ain't getting nothing. I'm only gonna feed mine. You lucky I'm coming to feed this little nigga, bitch.
Yo, it's a perfect segue because you know, if you had the honor to actually see my man Slink person, man, he has a bit talking about, you know, sometimes, you know, times get hard, man, and your kids want McDonald's and you know, you might not be able to have it at the time. So what you say, man? You look, McDonald's at home. Like, talk about, you know, just, you know, your approach to stand up, man. It seems as if you incorporate a lot of your, you know what I'm saying, your own personal experiences, man. And I just love your thought process and how it comes out on stage. Talk about that, man.
Hey, Rip, that's just, you know, I'm still learning, bro. I'm still, you know, I'm taking stand up and you know, respecting it as an art form, respecting it very much. It has to be respected. You can't, it's no overnight shit. I don't give a fuck how funny you were at school, in front of the water cooler at work. I don't give a fuck. Doing stand up is something definitely different. However, my approach is just trying to find my voice in stand up using my experiences. And again, letting the audience come to me, you know, and it's a growth process. I'm growing and I'm learning, and the people that's rocking with me, I appreciate that. You know, I don't really do a whole lot of physically writing. I just think about my life and think about scenarios, things that I've griped about for years, things that I gripe about, and I learn to make it funny on stage. Like some stuff I might come up with on the spot, some that might have been bothering me, but I might not know how to articulate that in a comedic way. And, you know, at the beginning of me learning how to do that joke, the audience might not, they're going to get it after a while because we're getting it together, you know what I'm saying? But I just, you know, again, I just look at my real life and I think that's what stand-up comedy is all about perspectives and the way the individual sees life and their journey through it.
Nah, real shit. That's why I said, man, just saying your journey on the outside and just saying you grow and evolve, man. It's inspiring, bro. And I'm gonna continue to support you. You see, I got the merch here. Y'all make sure, let the people know where they can find the merch. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, smokeyourscrew.com. Go get you some of that. Or you can go to slinkjohnson.com and hit the merch page. Or go to smokeyourscrew.com. Thank you, Rip. Yeah, that's
Come on, man. Boy. You already know. Now, you know, what's the future for Slink, man? You got any projects you want to tell the people you got coming up, or what you working on, man?
Oh man, I got a bunch of stuff. I got an animated series I'm working on. I'm not at liberty to discuss the title or none of that. But you know, I got a dope animated series coming out. I got a movie, Kings of LA, coming soon. I don't know when Kings of LA coming out, but it should be coming like towards the end of the summer. Shit, I'm working on I still got my talk show, my late night talk show on Twitch, Pimps and Kinfolk. I just did some work on White Man Can't Jump.
The sequel?
Doing stand up all over the place, man. And got a couple more podcasts I'm working on. I got my hands all in a bunch of pots right now, man. Just trying to scrape me a little bit out of each one.
Okay. And you said White Man Can't Jump. This is the sequel, correct?
This is the reboot.
Yeah, all right, okay. Yeah, reboot. You're right. How was that going so far? I mean, is that going well?
I had a small part, but you know, I went in and did my shit. I was in and out. So I don't know if they finished or not, but I know my portion, I was in and out. I did my shit.
How you feel about it? You think this gonna be another good one? Cause you good, man. You good at picking them, man.
Hell yeah, I think this is gonna be another one of them ones again. You know, it's along the trajectory that I've been following and riding. You know what I mean? Another, you know, with to be able to do Space Jam: A New Legacy, and then which was a reboot of a classic film.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a pop culture classic film, and to be involved in another reboot of another pop culture classic film, it's definitely dope, man. And you know, again, opening up a whole lot of fans to, you know, my style of comedy, me and my style of comedy.
Nah, man, that's real, man. Well, look, we got about a minute left on this session, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let you go. If we got time, you know, we'll chop it up again. I appreciate you for coming on. You know what I mean? Real nigga shit. I appreciate you. You know what I mean?
For sure. We'll get it ready. We'll get it back in. You know what I'm talking about, Paul. But we'll talk again, pimp. I gotta go take my fucking car to get the window fixed because goddamn smoker broke in the car, man, and stole my shit, man. My camera, my fucking drone, bag, and stole my shit, man. So I gotta get my window fixed, man. Fucking shit.
Man. Listen, man. You know, be safe out there, King. It's getting crazy in 2022. Ain't no telling what you might run into. You know what I'm saying? But till next time, we signing out, y'all. Peace.
Hey.
All right, King. I'm gonna tap in with you later. All right.
Yes, sir. For sure, Rip. Thank you, brother.
Much love, King. Much love.
Much love. Yeah.